Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana 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 Hari Bol Nitai Gaur Nitai Gaur Hari Bol 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 Hari Nanda Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Shama Sundar, Shama Sundar, Shama Sundar, Hari Bo. Jaya Jaya Nitai Gaur. Jaya Jaya Srila Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Nitai Gaur. Haribol, Jai Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parvachaya Sate Shimate Sida Swarupananda Pavati Jai. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristaya Bhutale Shimate Sida Swarupananda Paramahamsa Iti Nami Bhaja Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhupada Shri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Haribol, maraming salamat. Haribol sa inyong lahat. Namaste.
Haribol, namaste. I offer my respects to my spiritual teachers. Bhaja Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Vasari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Krishna Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. I offer my respects to my spiritual masters, my spiritual teachers. I will continue reading from last week, Introduction to Bhagavad Gita by Acharya Das, Bhagavad Gita Chalisa. First, I offer my respects to my spiritual teachers. I'm sharing Bhagavad Gita verse, chapter 2, verse 41 from the purport. Quote, by satisfaction of the spiritual master, the Supreme Personality of Godhead becomes satisfied, and by not satisfying the spiritual master, there is no chance of being promoted to the plane of Krishna consciousness or God consciousness. I should therefore meditate and pray for His mercy 3 times a day, and offer my respectful obeisances unto Him. End of quote. I will continue from what I have read last week. To summarize what I read last week on Bhagavad Gita Chalisa by Sir Acharya Das, the Pandavas were unjustly deprived of their kingdom by the Kurus. Negotiations failed, so a war was about to take place. When both armies faced each other, Arjuna, one of the Pandavas, asked Krishna to please bring the chariot down into the middle of the battlefield so that he could view both sides of the armies. Arjuna suddenly became incredibly overwhelmed, seeing that he had intimate relatives that were about to do battle and kill each other. He became utterly overwhelmed by this situation and lost all his composure. Arjuna then says to Krishna, quote, now I am confused about my duty and have lost all composure because of miserly weakness. In this condition, I am asking you to tell me for certain what is best for me. Now I am your disciple and a soul surrendered unto you. Please instruct me. End of quote. So, in continuation, I've entitled this Translations of Bhagavad Gita, 2 Ways of Approaching the Acquisition of Knowledge. The Bhagavad Gita has been widely translated. There are so many translations around, and sometimes people looking at that will see that some of them are presenting certain types of ideas, and other translations may be, in parts, offering a translation that is contradictory to some of the other ones. So what we need to understand is that in translating the Bhagavad Gita, many people will translate it through the lens of a particular philosophy, or a particular school of thought, or a personal worldview. One of the things we need to understand in the whole yoga system is that we all have the tendency to see the world and to see things through different lenses. These lenses are fundamentally states of consciousness, our state of consciousness, and often people are not appreciating how much their state of consciousness affects their ability to hear and see things, because we tend to color that which we hear and see through these different filters or states of consciousness. In the Bhagavad Gita, there is actually a very interesting concept that's taught at one point, and it deals with this subject, and it references the quote, "What is night for all living beings," end of quote. So the verse is, quote, "What is night for all beings is the time of awakening for the self-controlled, and the time of awakening for all beings is the night for the introspective stage," end of quote. So we're not going to talk at any length on this, just raising this point, that it's possible for 10 people to see or hear something, and for each of them to hear or see something slightly different or even very different from each other, and it is our own state of consciousness that affects that. So we also have to recognize that all human beings in the conditioned state suffer from what is considered 4 defects. The first is called Brahma. Brahma means that we have a tendency to commit mistakes. Everybody in the world, anyone in a conditioned state, will have that tendency. The second defect is called Pramada. Pramada literally means illusion. We can be subject to illusion. We know this from magicians, or as they are now called, illusionists, who understand how people's brain and sensory perception works and are able to do things to make you think something has happened that has not actually happened. Then there is the third defect, Vipralipsa. Vipralipsa means we have a propensity to cheat, both ourselves and others. And then there is the final defect, which is called Kara Napatava. This means sensory inefficiencies or limitations, that my sense organs, which I use for acquiring knowledge, are not all powerful. And because there are deficiencies, there will always be limitations on the nature of the knowledge that I can acquire through them. So this kind of leads us now into this. If this is our state, if we recognize that we have these things, that we can be put into illusion, that I do have biases, I do have ways of seeing things that can make it so I don't see things as they actually are, this leads us into what in the yoga terms they speak of 2 ways of approaching the acquisition of knowledge. One of them is through what is called the ascending process, the Aroha Pantha, the ascending path. It's like when somebody climbs a mountain and they try to do it just through their own power and their own strength. They try to claw their way to the top of Mount Everest, for instance, with their own skills and training and conditioning and through their own power. But this is considered not a reliable way to try and gain truth, because once again, we are not eliminating the 4 defects and the different states of consciousness that can determine how we look at the world and how we hear and how we understand. The other path is known as the descending path or descending process of Aroha Pantha, and this is the path where one receives from higher authority that which is transcendental or spiritual knowledge, just as Arjuna had turned to Krishna and said in his state of confusion that, quote, "Now I am confused about my duty, and I have lost all composure because of miserly weakness. And in this condition, I am asking you to tell me for certain what is best for me. Now I am your disciple, and the soul surrendered to you. Please instruct me." The Parampara system. So this was the Vedic process, where one took instruction from a higher source, from a perfect source, and then endeavored to come to appreciate and see that for themselves. And this process is pointed out in the Bhagavad Gita, where Krishna references the system in the second verse or sloka in the 4th chapter with the opening line, quote, Evam parampara praptam imam, end of quote. This parampara is a system by which one can acquire actual transcendental knowledge. So, in this verse, the English translation is, quote, this supreme science was thus received through the chain of disciplic succession, and the saintly kings understood it in that way. But in course of time, the succession was broken, and therefore the science as it is appears to be lost. End of quote. So in speaking to Arjuna, Krishna was saying that he was now re-establishing one of these lineages through the system of parampara. Parampara literally means the handing down of teachers, from a perfect spiritual teacher to a disciple who becomes mature in their realization and is able to likewise pass down. These disciplic lineages were considered of not just importance but paramount importance in acquiring spiritual knowledge. In the Vedic system, when somebody asked a person or a person was going to speak on a spiritual subject, somebody would ask them what is their lineage, and if a person did not belong to what we considered an authentic lineage, one didn't waste their time listening to what it is that they had to say, knowing that what they were going to say is in all likelihood simply mental speculation. So, in our attempt to penetrate the great truths, the transcendental truths of the Bhagavad Gita, it means to try and understand what is the intent and the actual message of the speaker. So one has to put aside all material consideration, all personal bias and conditioning, and be open to actually hearing this message and understanding what it really is, to hear the message as it really is, not as an interpretation. Acharya Das, initiating spiritual master, his Diksha Guru, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, did a very famous translation of the Bhagavad Gita, which A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami called the Bhagavad Gita as it is, because he stressed the importance of us actually understanding both the intent and the message of Krishna in his speaking. We will continue next week. I will read about the qualifications to receive the message of Bhagavad Gita. I offer my respects to my spiritual teachers. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Jaya Jaya Sira Swarupananda, Paramahansa Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Sira Swarupananda, Paramahansa Prabhupada. Haribo, namaste.
Well, namaste.